Am I back? Okay. All right. My chat is back up. Yeah. So, whatever that match that I was in, I went to shoot out one of the alarms and everything just froze. And apparently, even my internet got knocked offline. Today is not a good tech day. Just saying. But everybody who stuck it out and waited for me, I appreciate you. You know I do. That was weird. Try this again. Well, do you hear that? That bam, 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 bam. Um, no, mine is up on a desk. But no, we had um a power glitch last night. And it knocked everything offline. Like it hit hard enough that I even had to reconnect my capture card. It was bad. But I think we're back. Oh, I hate when that happens. But it's okay. So, again, everybody that stuck around, I appreciate you. I apologize for that little hiccup. And I was trying to, um, what do you call it? Uh, Post a message in Discord. My phone wasn't connecting. It was bad. Yeah, it's not often that anything happens with the capture card, but usually I could just deactivate it and reactivate it, and it's fine. Same thing with the camera. That was just weird. And it's okay because, I mean, we were down to 40 something and I still hadn't gotten a kill yet, so. Yeah, I don't mess with any of the power settings. I just whatever Windows sets it to, I leave it. But to be fair, that's the only thing I use this computer for is for gaming. And if I'm not gaming and I'm playing around in Photoshop and Premiere Pro and stuff like that. But no, what happened today was specifically for a was due to um, a power surge. No, this isn't a laptop. It's a Alienware tower. But it's okay. It's okay. Crisis averted. um, the game audio is delayed. At least for me, it is. Yeah, you see, but you do a lot more stuff with your computer than I do. And the reason that I don't do any of that stuff, number one, I don't know how. And number two, it's, you reach that point where if you do one more thing, it's just going to knock everything offline. And I I spent way too much money on this computer. Um, I'm gonna restart the PS5. Um, I spent way too much money. I can't afford, to knock it offline and, and then have to pay to get it fixed. And it's, I even, I get a rash when I get a notification from Alienware or AMD that there's a driver update. I get a rash. No, audio is still delayed. Yeah, but again, even if you were to show me how, I don't know enough that if something was to happen, I would be able to go back and troubleshoot to fix it. And we have such skewed schedules that I just leave it alone. So, I mean, have I made some changes? Absolutely. Can I tell you what they were? Absolutely not. But it's all working and I don't have trouble with anything. And, especially now since I'm playing off the PlayStation, there's zero lag on any of the games that I'm playing. So I'm good. Oh, my mic is louder. Well, yeah, because I turned up the volume on the, what do you call that thing? The XLR. I turned up the volume on that. And I also adjusted the mic position. Because every now and then I do listen to you, Sporkus. No, XLR is an audio panel. So this is the Elgato Wave DX, which is a dynamic mic. And let me. So the Wave 3, which is a condenser mic, has the headphone and gain all on the microphone, which is fine. The XLR separates it from the Wave DX. No, this one is designed to take it from the top. The other one was from the side. So this is where I speak into the Wave 3. That's the Wave 3. And I couldn't, with the boom, I couldn't get it in a good position for good quality. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I am right into the top of the microphone. So I noticed last year at the end of 2022 I had upgraded everything, right? New computer, lights, cameras, the whole bit. And still I can never get the audio right. And one of the things that I love to do, like I do it for you and I do it for Puff, is I'm like, Sporkus! And what was happening was you would hear us. You wouldn't hear anything. Like you would hear hardly any of it. And the same thing with Puff. Yeah, it was way too hot. And it was because the microphone was too far away. So I started to move it closer and it was working a little better, but there was still too much air in between. And like I said, with the booms that I have, I couldn't get it into a comfortable position. So I opted to get the Wave DX. It is a sound setting. It does have to do with limiters and gains. Like I said, the last time that I tried to play with that stuff, it screwed with the game audio. It doesn't have to make sense. I don't, I just leave it alone. Uh, but yeah, there are condenser settings, noise gates, the whole bit. The biggest problem that I have right now is there is nothing in this room to absorb sound. I have two desks, I have a table over there, and there's only but so much noise that Pikachu is going to absorb. I don't have any carpeting. I don't have any other Um, I don't have any other furniture in here, um, or anything that can absorb sound. So everything is hollow. I have a hard floor. No, they are not on desktop audio. No, like, well, thank you. No, like you're using sonar, right, for routing your audio. I'm using Wavelink, which is the Elgato app for um the wave microphones. So I just it's it's very confusing. Yes, it is another virtual app. And it works just fine. It really, really does. Um, it just, like anything else, it takes a minute to figure it out. I do have some issues with the way that it's capturing OBS, the OBS output. But I mean, the way that I have it set right now, it works just fine. But it's the whole reason that I can't have background music playing. Um, because I have OBS outputting into the stream. And if I try to put Spotify in, it will also be output. And then I can't publish my VODs. So I live without the music, and it's okay. And it's another one of those things that I really need to just sit, for a day or two or three and kind of just start over. I forget where I have items within OBS that I'm monitoring, if that makes sense. So, I just need to find a day's worth of patience to get it sorted out and get it, set up correctly. Um, same thing with mix it up and, you know, getting different sound alerts put in. I am actually in the Mix It Up support Discord right now. Cause I knew that I could get sound alerts and stuff on YouTube. I just couldn't figure it out. And I realized that my Mix It Up is not connected to YouTube. And when I try to connect it to YouTube, it tells me that it can't find the user data. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I went through their support chat and I found other people who had similar issues. And apparently, there's something wrong in my settings. So I'm working with their support to get a new settings file. And hopefully, that will fix it. I hope. I hope. But right now, trying to figure out. Oh, this fucking fly. I don't know where he went. I don't think I got him. All of these first world problems. Oh my gosh. I will say though that with um these hard and cold reboots that I've had to do on the PC today, it does seem to be running better. I am the type of person that will go for weeks and months without restarting my computer. I am so bad. Yeah, that audio is off. It's off by just enough. I wonder. Oh, much better. Don't ask me what I did. Legit, that's all I did was deactivate the capture card and reactivate it. Okay. Audio is back where it needs to be. Holy crap, kids. You know, I just wanted to relax. Apologies for that starting audio. I don't know why it does that. Because then it goes back to a normal volume. I don't know why it does that. All right, we're still on ranked. Let's try this again. And again, for everybody that stuck it out, I appreciate you hanging. I do, I do. I do, I do. And Rachel's Adventures. Rachel the Beautiful. Freya Din. I appreciate your sub on YouTube. I do, I do. All right. Okay. My nose is itchy. There was something on my nose. There we go. And I bought Lady Gaga, but I haven't played her yet. I'll go back there. Because I really don't want to mess with boss battles. And do you realize this time next week we will be resetting our clocks? So excited for that. I will say though that this winter I did not suffer the winter doldrums the way that I have in the past, which is amazing. If you're not familiar with what winter doldrums are, winter blues, winter doldrums, it's all the same thing. And it really kind of does have to do with it being dark for so long during the day and stuff like that. Oh, come on! Oh, no worries. I wasn't really saying anything important. But yeah, ranked matches definitely go a hell of a lot faster than they do in normal Battle Royale. I mean, I was only on the ground, what, a minute or two? And we were already down. Well, I finished, what, 63rd or 68th? All right, let's try this again. It is looking like this is going to be a much shorter stream than I've done. In the past couple of weeks. Because, not gonna lie, it is frustrating. You know, starting the day with technical issues. And then, if I can't make something happen, then I just stop having fun. I gotta find a spot that nobody else goes to. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Oh yeah, and let's go ahead and jump down at the yacht. I'm not gonna play at the yacht though. And I still don't have an opinion about whether I like ranked better or not. I really don't. Ultimately, the gameplay is the same. The biggest difference is who you're playing against. The weapons are all the same. Oh, come on. And, you know, normally I'm looking to take on every battle I could get into. I don't do that in rank. Take that. Hey, hey, hey! Oh my God. How the hell did I survive that? Wow. Don't come shooting if you don't want to finish it. I heard somebody in the water, didn't I? Maybe not. What do we got up here? All right. Now we got a couple of kills. I'm feeling a little better. And the whole challenge for ranked at the moment is to make it through 99 storm circles. I can make it through storm circles. I just can't make it through a gunfight. All right. Got him. I will be having all of the ammo, thank you very much. Nice. Take that. Take that. See if I see anybody running around. Like I said, I got some kills. I'm okay with that. Let's go hop over there. Oh, yeah. And somebody caught me yesterday with a decoy. They left a victory crown. And I fell for it. I went, tried to snag it. Got my ass handed to me. I do not like to fall victim to that. But I will commend anyone who's able to pull it off. Absolutely. Somebody's trying to snipe me. I actually had a couple of really, really good snipes yesterday. And again, everybody that came out today, hanging out, chilling out. And all of that, I do appreciate you. And those of you who stuck it out while I had to restart my stream. You know, I appreciate you because that's a hassle. I know it is. Somebody just over on the other side of those trees. Or did I imagine it? Oh! Ah, shit! Ah! Ah! Oh my god! That was amazing! Oh, clip that! Oh! That was amazing! That was amazing. I am not going to complain about that at all. Oh, look at that. We're at silver 3. Oh, that was a great match. I'm debating whether or not I'm hungry. I would actually love to have my big ziti from Gino's, but they're closed today. I'd really like some pizza too. Can someone tell me what this McDonald's thing is? There really isn't anything I want to order. Which is weird. I know. You can tell that the late afternoon sun is starting to come in because my face is like ghostly white. At some point, when I get this room rearranged, this desk is going to wind up against that wall. So I can avoid some of that. do have my Pop Tarts. Maybe I'll just have my Pop Tarts. These particular Pop Tarts, these are cookies and cream. They actually wind up uh, giving me stomach issues. But I don't care because it tastes good. All right. Eat right, don't drink, don't smoke, exercise regularly. You still have a 70 to 80-year lifespan. And I personally would rather enjoy those 70 to 80 years. That was weird. Right, no point in trying to go there now. Yeah. Give me a weapon. Oh my God! Oh shit. He's got a bigger gun than I do. Well, I don't know that I agree with that entirely. Um but you know what they say, sometimes the cure is worse than the disease. That I do agree with. Um but what's galling is, especially if you live in the US, when you look at the cost of treatment for, some conditions, And you look at the fact that with some of those conditions, working just is not an option. And with that said, ah, fuck me. Um, no, dead cells. So, yeah, chemo and radiation, the whole point is for them to kill the cancer cells. The dead cells themselves do not add to the cancer. But and I agree with you that it can make your life worse faster. I agree with that. My mom, she passed away from lung cancer. She was given a diagnosis of a minimum of 5 years if she went through all of the treatments, and a maximum of 5 years if she didn't do the treatments. And she started the treatments, but they made her so flippin' sick that she's like, no, I'm done with this. And she wound up living another 3 years and she was fine. She didn't, to look at her, once her hair grew back, to look at her, you wouldn't know that she was sick. You would just think that she was old, and she was. She was in her 70s. Um, and yes, it does kill your immune system. She did not outlive her prognosis because it was 5 year. 5 years was the mark. Um, but um, I mean, once she stopped the treatment, she was fine. And it was actually at that point she had to go for some kind of vitamin B shots to boost her immune system. And she had gotten so sick at one point, she was hospitalized and she was in a clean room. Like we had to wear, like masks and caps and gowns and stuff. And that was probably the worst part of her entire experience was we couldn't just go visit her. And she was just fine physically, kind of. The radiation stopped it dead in its tracks. It didn't grow any more than where it was. Um, but it had taken a significant portion of the bottom of her, I don't remember which lung it was. Um, and with all of the years of smoking, it was inoperable. So, I mean, she had um, oxygen 24/7 and she had a concentrator, right? Like she didn't have oxygen tanks. She had a concentrator. And she had the cannula in her nose. And then she had like this 100-foot long tube. And she could walk anywhere in the house. She was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And I mean, I know it sounds bad, but she really was so stinking cute watching her shuffle around the house. And she used to fall asleep at her desk. She wanted to have a brand new computer. I went out to the store, I got her a brand new computer, and all she wanted to do was play stupid games on AOL. And there was a particular slot machine that she used to like to play on there. And she calls me at work one day and she says, "Sweetie, I need you to pick up a new keyboard for me. This one isn't working." And I'm like, "What do you mean it isn't working?" She says, "Well, I push buttons and nothing is happening. Can you stop and get me a new keyboard?" I said, "Yeah, all right, fine." I said, "Did you spill water on it?" She said, "No, of course not." I said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Sweetie, how am I gonna get water in the keyboard? Come on." I said, "Okay." So on the way home, I stop at Office Depot. I grab her a new keyboard, bring it home, plug it in. Everything is fine. And then I take her keyboard, the one that she swore she didn't spill water in. I turned it upside down. Guess what came out of it? She had fallen asleep and knocked her water bottle over. And well, not quite 2 cups, but it was enough to drip. How's that? I don't know how that happened. I don't understand. It's okay, Ma. You're all set. You'll be good. Just don't drink around the keyboard. Okay. Okay, sweetie, I promise. I'm sorry. It's okay. And there was one night we were we were installing something on her computer. I don't remember what it was. I just remember that I knew on the screen it was going to say blah, 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 and you had to click OK or cancel. And I'm in the kitchen and she's at her desk and she says, "Sweetie, what do I do?" And I said, "Just say OK." So she sat there with a straight face looking at her computer and she said, "OK." Sweetie, nothing happened. I said, "Did you say okay?" She said, "Yeah." I'll say it again. Okay. And I said, "No, Ma, you don't say okay, you click okay." She said, "Why didn't you say so?" I saw you said that about the um like $70 mouse or whatever. You were talking about that in Pub Stream last night. Oh, my mother was hilarious. It's kind of like Star Trek 4. When Scotty's trying to get the computer running and the guy says to him and he's like, "Computer." A computer isn't responding. Computer. And the other guy says to him, "Why don't you try the mouse?" He says, "Oh, yeah, of course." Computer. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a great chuckle. Thank you for that. No, not NCCB, not NCCC. What? In that wasn't Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. They were trying to build tanks on the Klingon ship for the humpback whales. Yeah. And I think by the time they got to, I think the next generation was NCC 1701D. D as in David. Yeah. Listen, we can debate whether Star Wars is better than Star Trek, vice versa. You can't compare the two. They're two completely different storylines. And I just never got into Star Wars. It was V'ger, Vger, which they came to find was Voyager. I think that was the class of um that was the series of ships that we were sending up. Nope. No, that was the first one. But it was they kept calling it Voyager, and by the time they realized that it was Voyager, it was just Voyager. And then of course they came out with the Star Trek Voyager series, which I never watched. By the time I got through um, Deep Space Nine, which, if I'm honest, having not watched Enterprise or Voyager, Deep Space Nine was my favorite series. Picard is my favorite captain. Yeah, and I'm surprised that I didn't get more into Enterprise because I love Scott Bakula. Uh, he was Commander Archer, Captain Archer. Love Scott Bakula. Um, and there were two other sci-fi series that were on at the same time as Deep Space Nine and The Next Generation. It was Babylon 5 and Andromeda. I tried to watch Andromeda. That was with Kevin, the guy from Hercules. And but Babylon 5. Oh my god. I loved Babylon 5. What the hell is his name now? Kevin Sorbo. I never got to watch that. Firefly or Serenity. And then Nathan Fillion, he went on to play Castle, which was that, he was a mystery writer and he was shadowing a detective or whatever. And I really, really hate it when you have really nice looking guys, but one of their eyes is off. So I couldn't look at Nathan Fillion, and same thing with Jason Momoa. I the they're not both looking forward, and I can't handle it. No, it isn't necessarily a lazy eye. I maybe it is. Maybe I don't know what a lazy eye is. Um, oh yeah, maybe it is. Oh, is that right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then that's what it is. Um, but the difference between Jason Momoa and Nathan Fillion is you have all the rest of Jason Momoa's body to look at. Just saying. Just saying. Man, when he hit the scene in Game of Thrones, I didn't care how crooked his frickin' eyes were. But watching him outside of a movie, like when he goes on talk shows and stuff, he is just absolutely adorable. You know, how he interacts with the, like talk show hosts and stuff like that. And it's absolutely hilarious when he takes pictures with fans, specifically boyfriend and girlfriends. Like, he's pushing the guy out of the picture and getting in real close with the girl. Really, really cute. We love that. And he wears scrunchies. And if he doesn't have it in his hair, he's got it on his wrist, which is the right way to do it. All right. All right. I need to play. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. I have had a girl crush on Mila Jovovich, Charlize Theron, Dina Meyer. Oh, for 100 years. Are you kidding me? Oh, Mila Jovovich. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Ryan Reynolds is cute, but you would convert for him? I fell in love with Charlize Theron. I loved her in The Devil's Advocate. And obviously, the only reason I was watching that was for Keanu Reeves. But, that was when I was introduced to Charlize Theron. And then she was in The Astronaut's Wife with Johnny Depp. And I was like, damn. And I've been in love with her ever since. And so she got an Oscar for playing Eileen Wuornos, and the movie was called Monster. And let me tell you what, I think that was one of her worst movies ever. And welcome in, Zumi. It really had nothing to do with Charlize Theron. The movie itself was horrible. I am hopelessly addicted to anything true crime. I have watched every documentary that I could find about people like Eileen Wuornos, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy. Yes, Christina Ricci was in it. And so here's the thing. They had to pretty much rewrite the true story because Tyree, the woman who was with Eileen Wuornos, refused to participate, and she refused to give approval for any portrayal of herself. And so if you look at Christina Ricci compared to Tyree, you can't. There is no comparison. Yeah, but there were a lot of different ways that it could have been done that, to be able to do justice to the story, to both Eileen and the victims. No, we don't want to glamorize anything of, what had happened. But the way that they had to play it, they should have just scrapped the project. Because a really good majority of that movie, that isn't what happened. And that's listening to both sides. That's listening to Eileen Wuornos and Tyree and the detectives that were trying to chase all of it down. The fact that they could not get Tyree to sign off on it, that's when they should have walked away from it. But, when the whole Eileen Wuornos thing happened, that was before it became illegal to capitalize on those notorious court cases. And, Tyree was trying to get book deals and stuff. So she could sit there and she could say that she loved Eileen until the day she died, and she was there with her all the way. And she could say all of that, but at the end of the day, she was looking to cash in just like everybody else. So bullshit. She cut and run as soon as she could. I don't know that I necessarily blame her for that. But still, I mean, and it's funny because, like I said, if it involves a serial killer, especially, you know, I loved, I loved, 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 if that word can be used in this context, I loved the Netflix docuseries on Jeffrey Dahmer. I loved it. I thought it was done so well. And I thought it expressed Jeffrey Dahmer's entire psyche so well. It doesn't take away from the fact that he committed horrific crimes. But when you watch all of the other documentaries and you listen to Jeffrey Dahmer, there's something else. And I thought that the Netflix documentary or docuseries, I thought it captured it perfectly. Efron plays Ted Bundy. So you gain an understanding of where Jeffrey develops the disconnect with society. Nothing is ever going to explain why he did what he did. But you do get to understand where that disconnect began. And I thought that the story that they were telling about Dahmer's dad was garbage, if I'm honest. But Jeffrey Dahmer never had that nurturing. He didn't stand the chance to be a productive member of society. He didn't stand the chance. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? No, I did not. I never saw Black Dahlia. And I'll tell you why I never watched Black Dahlia. Because it's unsolved. That's why I haven't watched that. But on the flip side, I will watch everything and anything, read everything and anything about Jack the Ripper. But Black Dahlia, I watched something. It was about George Reeves. Puff! Puff coming in with that 100-bitty drop. Thank you. I appreciate you. George Reeves, the original Superman. And, whether or not his death was a suicide or a murder.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Much love, y'all.
I should not be putting those clips on my stream. Um, that might have been something like Hollywoodland or something like that, Sporkus. I am playing a Fortnite. What are you doing? We were playing some ranked, but then Sporkus decided he wanted to get into some serious discussion, so now I can't focus. Oh, because you got to work tonight. I got to work tomorrow, but I don't have to go to the office at all this week. All right, I'm going back to regular Fortnite. We weren't having a whole lot of success. With ranked. And truly, it's because I stopped focusing. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we could get anything going with a regular match. I doubt it. I really think I was just getting lucky with good matches on ranked last night. All right. Yeah, I am solid silver 3 right now. And, I mean, I'm not looking to compete. I was just doing it to have fun. And I had said that when I finished the milestone quests, I was going to play ranked. Well, I finished the milestone quest a month ago. It's all good. Sporkus, do what you gotta do. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. I don't know what you were running away for. You could have thrown one of those clinger things at me. Yeah, I'm getting to a point where if I don't get some laundry done, it's just not going to be good. I always used to joke when we were in the office regularly that, if I don't do laundry, I'm going to have to go to work naked, right? And it's like, but I look at it as a win-win situation. Either I'll get a raise or I'll get fired. Right? Win-win either way. I don't know why you're laughing, Puff. You just saying I shouldn't go to work naked? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, the weather is getting warmer, so I do work at home. But we do have to go to the office 1 day a week now. Yeah, any day that I don't have to put on a bra is a good day. And I'm probably just going to play another couple of matches and call it a day. Play some more offline, try to get some content. Oh, I don't want that. I don't know. It's acting weird. Ha! Come on. Whoa! And I threw my freaking... Oh my god, I threw my med kit. All right, come get me. Do it. Do it. All right, just sit quiet for a minute. See if he goes away. Let's just get out of here. He's gonna come back. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's... Controller isn't reacting properly. Can't explain it. Do I turn my camera back on? There we go. Oh. All right. Okay, so for one, I can't believe I survived that. And two, I'm really surprised. Oh. That you let me go. Wait, you should be dead. You're dead now. Come on. For all of the shooting, it's probably bots. But I don't care. That was definitely a bot. Thank you, Puff. I appreciate you. Come on. Yeah, the new season is going to be interesting. Shit. I'm getting hit by two of them. Yeah. All right. You know what? I think I am going to go ahead and call it a day. It wasn't a bad day. It wasn't a bad day despite, everything locking up and my internet going out, which really kind of freaked me out a little bit. Let's see. It was still fun. It was. All right. Who are we recommending for a raid? Oh, thank you, Puff. You're just saying that because it's true. Do we have any recommendations? Oh, all right. Let's have a looky loo. He doesn't play with a camera? And he's not chatting? Yeah, we'll go over to Buddy. All right. So, everyone who came to hang out today, I do appreciate you. Exclamation SAVG raid. We'll give you the raid message. I don't know. Buddy has a pretty nice, chill vibe going. I'm good with that. Did the raid start? No, because I did exclamation. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, everybody that came in to visit Freya, it was fabulous to see you again. Um, oh, all right. It's all good. We got there. And, like I said, work is still crazy, but I'm not feeling as much stress and pressure. So let's hope that means that I can stream more. And I love you guys. Thank you for the biddies. puff. And I will see you guys all again real soon.